As their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set 25. 6, right there, 56. Hey, watch it. Wait.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
59, ready, ready.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
No. Off. Check 52.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most
Dre, what up,
of the
though?
season. And he's brought down, getting this one up.
Did I get that 4th win or no?
12 yards to pick up there. Good for
Did I get that win or no?
Tremendous blocking by the interior.
Against the Cowboys.
They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That one, yeah.
Again, a first down carry. And getting this just shy of midfield.
I'm 0-3 in it.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And then my other running back broke his thumb.
They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Kill, kill, kill. Check 24, check 24.
I added Mark to the chat. I
It's
did.
Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3.
That's who I'm supposed to play, right? No, he's still in. Mark.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Devontae Freeman.
Chase P got a broadcast going.
As they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the training staff works on him,
What league he in?
we'll
You
be
know.
right back. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead
I got Mark.
to go for it on fourth down.
No, I don't have Mark. So when do I play Mark?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3-0 after one on
Oh,
EA
okay, well.
Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Okay, well, shit. I'm going to see if he can play. I'm ready.
Play action. Ryan.
Let me get my other charger. I'm here.
For it, and this is going to be clear. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
21.
From the 40 now on second down. Ryan going to throw right side here. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Ready. 25. 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, 59, ready. Check.
Ryan. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Will Dissly with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Jets.
Ready, play 25. Yeah, you don't want that. Ready to go.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robert Woods with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes our score 17-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, 31. 52's the mic, boy.
Throwing on second down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
SOS. Hey, alert. Back to the mic. Down and go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's gonna fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They're going for it. It's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, his throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Get the down, he's coming. Watch your hands up.
Out of the gun, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's caught by Woods. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the rout is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 52.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on first down, Watson, he's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Ryan. Bearing it out deep for Woods. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robert Woods. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.